Slade, the Leveler, is a stage name, I understand. You were born with Justin Sullivan as your name. Now, stage names are hardly an unusual thing for British singers and musical performers. What?
Lots of us have interesting, weird, and often pretentious stage names, and I'm no exception to that. It's because when we start in groups, we're all getting unemployment benefit, and if they see your name, your real name, written up in the local paper as being in a group, they stop your welfare check, you see.
Just that simple?
That's it, yeah. And then you get stuck with it years later, you know?
And then it's sort of like an albatross, right?
Yeah, well, no, yeah.
Well, yeah. What does the name Leveler mean?
I get phone calls from Mr. Leveler, you know? It's good. The Levelers were a political group that came out of the New Model Army in the 17th century. But that's not where I got my name from.
No.
It's a well-guarded secret and you'll never know.
Yeah, well, enough then. Right. To coincide with your tour, Capitol Records has just released a new self-titled EP. It includes this great live version of your first video song, 51st State. Now, what was that about?
What, the song?
The 51st State, yeah.
That's an easy one for Americans to understand. That's, all you have to do is think back through your own history, a couple of hundred years, to the time when America was ruled from London. And various Americans didn't like this idea at all, and they had a revolution or a war of independence against the British Empire, and you won. And I'm glad you won. You should be very proud of yourselves.
Thank you.
And now all you have to do is reverse the situation. Whereas large parts of the world, like Western Europe, the Caribbean, Latin America, and parts of the Far East, feel that they are 51st states of America, and they have no control over their own countries, but actually, as far as economically and to a large extent politically, their countries are run from Washington.
Personally, when I first saw the song title, I assumed it was about Puerto Rico, but we've got it.
Yeah, you go to Canada and everybody goes, "You're not the first state of America, we are." You know,
God damn it.
Everybody's really queuing up to be more oppressed than anybody else.
Which is such a... Well, you got another good record out, though. This is one we kind of video on a little bit, White Coats. Now, what's the feel there?
White Coats. Out of 53 songs that we've released, this means the most to me. It's about all those sweet little people beavering away in laboratories at this very minute, learning how to irradiate vegetables and make nuclear-powered things and clone people and inject cows with things so they have more milk and all sorts of obscene practices. They're sort of vain and arrogant enough to believe that they can actually improve upon nature, you know, and that to tamper with nature and will improve life for humans, and it hasn't. And it has brought us to the brink of disaster, and unless we find a way of stopping them, it will take us over it. And I don't know how to make them stop. I'm terrified of technology, and I think actually I speak for a lot of people then. That kind of technology out of control, and it's like a fear.
Thanks for coming by, Slade.
All right, mate.
We've got White Coats. Take a look at it from New Model Army.